Outdoor games have been a part of the NHL season and NHL calendar since 2008, including the Winter Classic, Stadium Series, Heritage Classic, and Centennial Classic. At first, in 2008, we considered a good idea and great idea and loved by fans. Now it's a lot of questions, concerns, and problems with how they have been used in, the game. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. My opinion on outdoor games and the problems that the outdoor games have now. I used to love the Winter Classic and the Stadium Series, but I have different opinions on it now. Especially after the past year, I was very annoyed, but I'll get to that later in the video. Yeah, outdoor games seem awesome. It could be snowing out or anything. Just play outdoor hockey just seems really cool because I really don't get to do that often. Based on where I live, it doesn't get cold enough to play pond hockey or outdoor hockey or anything. So I also actually went to the Islanders Rangers Stadium Series game at Yankee Stadium in 2014. So that was cool, even though I missed all the goals getting food. That could be a story for another day. I say the main concern, the main thing that a lot of people don't like about it, which I really don't like about it at all, is the problem that there's the same teams every single year. We always get the same teams like Chicago and Boston, which is what the Winter Classic is this year at Notre Dame Stadium. It's Chicago and Boston, which usually it's them. Too. There's Montreal in the mix, they're always there. Detroit, the Rangers are usually always in it, and then the Stadium Series is Philadelphia and Pittsburgh for the second time in 3 years, which those teams are in it a lot. You look at it, you want to have teams in the colder areas, yes, which is Canada and a lot. You don't want to they did it in California, the Stadium Series, a couple years ago. They've done that twice, but I don't really like the idea of that much because I feel like that's it. I guess Stadium Series are saying it's not classic like the Winter Classic, going back to all those years. But you should keep it cold. I feel like where it belongs. I mean, I like the idea of spreading hockey, but I don't think that outdoor games belong there. And I think another problem is that they've played way too many games. I remember the year they first implemented the Stadium Series when I went back in 2014. There were 4 games in the Stadium Series, and I believe there was the Winter Classic. There might not have been, I don't remember. And that's a lot. I mean, outdoor games were everyone loved them. It was such a big phenomenon, and everyone loved them. But now it's like they beat it to death with the amount of times they've used it. And I'm especially annoyed being an Islanders fan. I mean, everyone can call me salty about it, but the Rangers and Sabres played the Winter Classic January 1st at Citi Field. So me being a Mets fan, always wanted the Winter Classic to be at Citi Field, and you would assume it would be involving the Islanders. But instead of having a better rivalry between the Rangers and the Islanders, they had Buffalo and the Rangers, which not a rivalry at all. I mean, not really as good of a game. It was a Buffalo home game too, which was also annoying. Then there was basically filled with Rangers fans. And I've had a lot of Ranger fans agree with me for the fact that the Islanders should be in it. So that also got me annoyed at outdoor games a lot. Well, that's another thing. And there's a big problem. A lot of people don't like the watching it on TV because it's been brutal with the different camera angles they've been using and how you can't see the whole game because it's a different type of stadium. But for it to be the camera angles, the boards are in the way in the front. You can't see, and there's shadows. The weather, the weather can be hard to see sometimes. And the ice conditions, even could be bad for the players. I've seen multiple years where there's been delays, and the sun and angles, they've had to switch periods, who's on what side, so it's fair for everyone, so you're not looking at the sun one way the whole time and extra in the other. But yeah, so once it's starting the day, I think that's usually the Winter Classic. The Stadium Series is usually at night. I mean, I think in the future I'm still going to watch outdoor games because I do like I think I still am gonna watch them, even though there's all these problems. I mean, I don't know. So that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know your guys' opinion on outdoor games. So thank you all for subscribing, and thanks to Rod4321 for letting me make that video on his channel. I appreciate that, and all you that came over from his channel to mine, thank you. Hope you enjoy these videos. So yeah, let me know in the comments, drop a like down below, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.